Hi, my name's Callum Smith and I am a fashion stylist based in London. I mainly work within music, so I do a lot of music videos, red carpet events across all platforms. I'm also a model, so I'm signed with an agency, and I've recently just released my first song called Femme for Femme. So go stream.
Perfect. What kind of got you into styling and the kind of field that you're in?
I went to uni 7 or 8 years ago, studied fashion media and promotion. Kind of throughout summer I would do internships and placements with like various publications. As soon as I graduated I went into GQ magazine for a bit and then Wonderland. Then I stepped my foot into PR, I don't know why, just to see if that was kind of my thing. It wasn't. I assisted a lot of different stylists. And then after doing that for a year or so, then I kind of realised this is kind of what I want to do on my own.
Yeah.
But obviously it took a long time. Like, you don't just go freelance on your own. Like, you need to build up, you need to get your name out there. Because I didn't live in London at the time. I used to commute, I would shoot in London, and then, because I had another job at that point, come back in the weekends, work, kept doing that for at least half a year, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to move here. If I want this to happen, I need to just move here and take that step.
At that point, were you modelling as well?
No, it was something completely different. I was working in retail at the time, just to like save up. And then with COVID, I was like, well, I need to move now because I can't keep like doing both.
Yeah, it kind of limits you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I went on my own from there. And then I just reached out to loads of different agencies about getting work. And then I would do a lot of test shoots, obviously, because you need that portfolio of work.
Yeah. And
it kind of spiraled from there.
Yeah. Who was the main, like, biggest artist you started off with?
I mean, July Jones, she started everything for me.
Nice, yeah.
That was a test shoot we had done, and then it kind of went from there, really. I would get booked for various music videos and many events, and here we are today.
Yeah. Do you prefer styling for music videos or for, like, editorials and stuff?
I feel like you get more out of a video. I mean, I enjoy both, but I probably would say video. I don't really do that many editorials now. If I do, it's more like a passion project.
Yeah.
Or if it's just for like covers or anything like that, then I will.
Especially because a lot of them are unpaid. I find with editorials, it could be like the biggest brand and they still won't be able to pay you. I feel like they find that creatives, it's like a blessing for them to be able to work on this project. I find it a bit unfair sometimes that a lot of work is unpaid for the creative industry.
It's shifting, but it's still bad. That does need to change.
Yeah.
Nobody should be working for free anymore.
No.
If you're on an editorial, nobody is getting paid, really. It depends what publication. I still do editorials, it just depends who it's for, what artist I'm working with or whatever. But sometimes you just got to be a little bit more picky with things like that now. At the start of my career, like, I wasn't that picky. I kind of just said yes to everything just to build up my work and portfolio.
Totally. So, like, because you work with quite a diverse range of people, like from like COBRAH and July Jones, how would you keep your distinct style while also making it fit to their brief and their kind of style? I
mean, whoever's reaching out to me, they're coming to me purely because they're already in that world and aesthetic anyway, and I kind of match that, or they want me to elevate something.
Yeah.
Very rarely an artist will come to me who isn't really within the realm. Majority of the time, they've already got that darker look and aesthetic, and that's why they want to come to me.
Yeah.
You can't narrow yourself down and you can't be like, right, I can't do anything else then. Like, if somebody comes to me and they want something very different, then of course, you have to be, What kind of advice would you give to people that are like starting off in your industry? If you don't know what you want to do yet, I would say intern and do as many placements as you can. Just get yourself out there. I think that's the hardest thing. Like, a lot of people want it now, and like, you don't actually know what you want until you try everything. Yeah. That's why I kind of did a little bit of everything at the beginning, because you might think you'll like it, and then as soon as you try it, it might not be for you. Yeah, it's kind of trial and error, because for sure. I kind of started off in hairdressing. I did love it. It was a job that I really enjoyed, but after a while I kept on finding myself feeling like I could be doing a lot more. And then as soon as you start kind of testing out new ways of experimenting and creating, it kind of allows you to step into the new world. I just think, you can't be picky from the beginning. You really need to like try everything and then narrow it down from there. Yeah. How did you land into makeup? I kind of was always doing makeup on myself when I was younger. I kind of started doing like Halloween looks, kind of experimenting, and then when I left the salon and came to London for university, I was doing the degree. So I kind of learnt a lot more about makeup for fashion rather than like glam, editorial kind of world of makeup.
And I much prefer that style of makeup because it's a lot more kind of anti. I kind of love work that is very expressive and kind of abstract and creative. So I find that the fashion world is perfect for my style of hair and makeup. What would you say is your favourite project that you've worked on? It's quite a hard question.
Yeah, projects I'm working on now, obviously, I've always kind of wanted to work on. For instance, Eurovision. But other projects, the most fun was Bring Me the Horizon for their music video.
Yeah, I saw that. Congrats on that.
Thank you. And I also loved working with the DJ Sarah Landry, who did her album cover. Things like that I really enjoy and I love.
How did the Bring Me the Horizon music video come to you?
I know the band anyway, so we've always been speaking about working together. The producer actually emailed me.
What was kind of like the experience like working with someone like that?
It was a lot. It was a very big...
High production.
Yeah. It was like 40 looks.
Wow. Were you dressing the dancers?
Everyone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, everyone. It was really fun to do. I really enjoyed that. It was very like cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic kind of vibe.
Yeah. How do you kind of source the clothes for something on that large of a scale?
The bigger the person you're working with, the more leeway you've got to pull for things like that.
Yeah.
It really can be from anywhere, to be honest. A lot of different PRs that really like using graduate designers.
Yeah.
I just think they've got so much more versatility and playfulness, especially for that particular shoot. They were quite perfect for that, so that's kind of where I mainly sourced.
Yeah.
How did you kind of find like your aesthetic?
Just through kind of experimenting and just kind of letting loose. Like I think the university course that I was on allowed me to experiment with like intuition and be a bit more playful with what I do. I was quite unsure of myself. Like when you're joining something like that big, you kind of close yourself in and you're like, oh, am I good enough for this? Like, wow, I'm here. I have kind of grungy, abstract, out of the norm type of look. So I find that joining the university kind of allowed me to experiment in a safe kind of environment and where people would kind of praise that. Because I had started off with hair to begin with, kind of focused more on makeup while I was there, but still incorporated hair into everything that I did. What did you study?
I studied at UCA in Rochester. I think it was a really good course actually.
I think they've just closed the building.
They have.
Yeah,
they have just closed it, I know.
Imagine just like falling through while you're in a seminar. Who was the first person you kind of started assisting?
I did a lot with GQ, so they obviously have fashion director there, Luke Day at the time, so I used to assist him on Man of the Year.
Oh yeah.
And I used to assist another stylist called Christine Kilty. She actually used to come, I'm good friends with her now, but she used to come in and lecture in that uni when I was a student.
I bet that was a full circle moment.
Because everybody works so different, like no stylist is the same, so it's nice to get a mixture of different people and see how everybody works.
Definitely. I find that with assisting hair and makeup artists, like some people, the way they work is so different to others. Like people use their hands quite a lot. Others are like, no. But I find using my hands is it's a lot more freeing and you kind of have a bit more control. But yeah, like I totally get what you mean with like people having different methods.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like,
no,
it's just the best way, how you find it easiest to work.
Music-wise, your recent song Femme for Femme, obsessed, so good, and the visuals as well. Where do you get your inspiration from with music? Like what kind of kick-started that?
I mean, it was something I've always kind of wanted to explore because I don't ever like to limit myself creatively on what I can do. And obviously because I'm within the music world anyway, working with so many different artists, it kind of just...
No brainer.
It kind of just happened naturally and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
And I always listen to like heavy electronic kind of music, so I knew that was kind of the avenue I wanted to go down for it, very like dance clubby kind of stuff.
Do you have anything coming out?
Potentially, but I don't know dates or anything yet, so I need to figure everything out, but potentially March or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with music videos. Like, there's so much creativity in them. As a hair and makeup artist, in music videos they have everything, like styling, fashion, hair, makeup, visuals, the concepts, the kind of colours and textures that they use. So I always find it's like my go-to source of inspiration. So I can imagine as a stylist and model, music is just like an obvious go-to. Yeah, it just happened very naturally and I really enjoyed the whole process of it. The producer I'm working with, we kind of made a deal where he's an artist anyway, so anything that he needs for styling wise, I would help. Nice.
Vice versa. A lot of people kept saying to me that there's the video and I just thought, I don't want to I'm not gonna say like never say never to like future stuff, but I just think so much money and time and effort goes into a music video. Then sometimes it doesn't always do as well as you're expecting. So I feel like a lot of people don't actually watch videos as much anymore. I don't know.
Music videos are not as popular anymore. It's always sad, especially when you see like a big artist who's put a lot of effort and a lot of time and money into it.
A lot of people now just do like smaller visualizers and stuff like that, which it does make more sense now.
Like even the kind of promo that you're putting on Instagram, like that was all like visuals go. Like I feel like that's enough. Like,
just small snippets of stuff and where TikTok's going. Like, it just makes sense just to push
short
it through there.
Snappy. Yeah. How do you kind of balance all three of your kind of creative outlets? Like, do you ever find you're putting more effort into one, or do you find that like all of them kind of coincide into each other?
I mean, styling's obviously my main job and focus because that's where it all started from. And modelling, I guess I am signed to agencies, so it makes it easier because they can kind of deal with that, and then they will bring anything to me that I get booked for. So that kind of takes the pressure off me a little bit for that. But no, I feel like I'm managing it fine at the moment. And right now, styling is that's what's very busy at the moment, so I don't really have time for anything else. Fashion week obviously is coming up as well, so I need to balance that.
I love fashion week. It's kind of the best kind of time, hair and makeup wise.
I do feel like it's changed though. Like I remember going to shows, like even I guess it's probably from COVID, I don't know, but it does feel different. Like there was more of a buzz in London, like you could really feel like, oh, it is London Fashion Week, but I don't know, it just feels really different now.
Yeah, it's sad that there's not a buzz about it anymore, because even celebrity wise, like there's not many people that come for London Fashion Week.
Well, also we don't really have as many of the bigger shows. Obviously we have Burberry and like Jet Lo and things like that, but we don't have as many as Paris, for example.
I recently went to Paris for Christmas and I'm in love with it. Like it's such a pretty city. And I just love like the old buildings, like the whole vibe of it was just gorgeous.
I was there with an artist on tour. That was a year or two ago. So I really want to try and go over for Fashion Week, but we'll see. I don't know yet. Is this like your favourite kind of style of makeup that you like doing? Yeah,
I love like a bit of a grungy kind of vibe, and like the under eye kind of bags as well. Yeah, there wasn't much point in concealing. So what kind of looks are you doing for Eurovision then?
Can't say too much, but
say too much.
It's very, I'm gonna say it's very Britney inspired. Nice. Yeah, I can't say too much at the moment.
NDA's in place. Who would you say is your main kind of inspiration, styling wise? Like, who would you say is your go-to?
I don't really say people. I kind of more go for things like movies, like a lot of sci-fi, horror, that kind of thing. Or it could just be something as simple as like buildings, or it can be anything, but there's not really many people that inspire me. Oh, actually no, I would say Grace Jones is quite a big one, to be fair.
Definitely.
But no, I tend to more watch movies to get inspiration.
Or
even if it's like an exhibition that's on or something like that. That's kind of where I get most of mine from.
Music videos are my go-to inspiration, especially Lady Gaga. Her kind of original music videos from a few years ago.
My favourite will always be Alejandro.
Mine will be Bad Romance. Like, I watched that when I was about 7, and I think that's when I just clicked on like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to make people look that good, and the fashion, like the Alexander McQueen like claw heels, like I was just wow.
That's when you knew.
Yeah, that's when I knew I was a gay. Do you kind of like switch up your hair and like face look a lot, or?
I mean, I used to do it a lot more with my hair. I haven't done it in quite a while. I used to do a lot of extensions. Like I had a bob for a moment, and then I had like the black strip.
That really was such a lot.
But it was just a lot to like the upkeep. To maintain it was a lot.
What would you say is your kind of go-to makeup products?
I mean, eyeliner is a big one for me.
I
always use eyeliner. I don't really wear a lot like day to day, to be honest. I mean, the only thing I would put on is like a smudge of eyeliner, and I keep my face quite clean, to be honest. If I am going out, then obviously I put more effort if it's for like an event or something specific. But it's always still quite like a dark grungy look anyway.
Were you kind of always fascinated by fashion? Was it more of like a discovery as you were kind of playing around with things?
I guess from college, I kind of knew I wanted to go into fashion then, but there was only one course.
Yeah.
So I couldn't like go into what I did at uni. It was literally a fashion design course. So I studied that, not thinking there was anything else I could do. I didn't hate it. It wasn't my favourite, but it was good. It was a good skill to learn, to be able to sew and things like that. Now it was. I'm glad I done it. But yeah, from the course. So I got. How old are you at college? That was 17.
17, 18. Like that? Yeah.
So kind of, I guess, around there. Obviously, I didn't know that I wanted to become a stylist, but yeah, within fashion and art, I knew. Yeah. I guess around then.
Like a lot of people that I know who do creative jobs, they kind of got into it without realising.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the friends that I have at university, they didn't necessarily study the thing that they're now doing. Yeah. But I find like doing a course kind of opens up your eyes to
for sure
the fashion world. Even like with my course, hair and makeup for fashion course, it was kind of, they taught us a lot about fashion as well as hair and makeup. So like getting the references and kind of finding passion for fashion. But like yeah, like I didn't know how much I loved fashion until I was on that course. And I was like analysing the colours and kind of choosing a makeup look based on the textures and the colours of an outfit. And it like really opens your eyes.
I'm trying to think of the first time we ever met.
Oh, it was at the Helen Anthony show.
Was that the very first time?
Yeah, because I remember I was like there getting photos, and I saw you and July there, and I was like, wow, he looks really cool.
Oh my god!
Do you remember? And
that
I was
the
like,
first
you look
time.
really cool, yeah. And but I didn't know you, and I don't think you knew me, and it was just kind of a bit of like a, you look cool, let me get some pics.
I remember. Did we have each other on Instagram then?
We didn't, but I got your Instagram to tag you.
That's so funny.
But it was mad.
Oh my god!
Because usually I mean people from like on the scene or like working with people, but yeah, meeting you was quite organic.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know I was dressed in July, she was performing for the show.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard her music as well. And after I left, I added, is it Butterfly? Yeah, straight to my playlist because I was like, wow, amazing. Yeah, she's great. Did you kind of know each other before you started working together?
No, it was literally the first time on a test shoot. And then it kind of grew from that.
Yeah, love that.
5 years strong.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of look matches your vibe. Because each person...
dark soul.
Do you work like fashion shows throughout Fashion Week? Do you do many styling jobs?
So I've done, generally, I've worked with them twice now.
Nice.
They're based in Taiwan, so their collections are here within a PR, but yeah, they're actually based there. So they only come over in September.
Nice.
And yeah, I work with them every year now. So yeah, that's the only show I kind of work on, and then I attend a few shows and many events and stuff. But
yeah,
or usually I'm dressing people for certain events throughout Fashion Week anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the only show that I'm currently working on. Yeah.
Would you ever start your own kind of brand? Is that something that you think of at all? Like, yeah,
it's definitely something I thought of. I think I would more delve into accessories, just because I'm so like accessory heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely would like to explore that. Maybe sunglasses.
Nice. Yeah, I can imagine that.
I don't know. Yeah, like it is there, and I've definitely thought about it.
Yeah.
But maybe in the near future. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I could imagine you with like a really sick sunglass range, like Balenciaga kind of vibe. Like,
yeah, I definitely would like to.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I did a lot of like DIY like jewelry.
Oh, cool.
But that was only just to play with and test and stuff like that. And I used it on a couple of shoes, but nothing crazy.
Like B&Q is the place. Like jewelry, you can just like buy a padlock, a chain, and just make your own.
Yeah,
I you know that obviously.
Yeah.
But like I love going to B&Q and just being like, oh, like that little lock looks cute.
Whenever I've gone in there, they'd be looking like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, can I have a meter of this chain?
They're like, what is he using that for?
Don't ask.
Right, I might move on to hair. Yeah, I've been thinking recently of getting rat tails. Like,
or you would look so hot with red tails.
Just like
not that you don't look hot.
No, but like 2 little plait extensions on the back, like blonde, like brown to blonde, and I can just like flick them around, live my Glinda life.
You would look good as well with like a long mullet.
Yeah, I am thinking of like growing out my hair, because for so long I've been growing it long, cutting it short, growing it long, cutting it short, and like I think I just need to just go for it. Oh my god, sorry.
It's alright.
Just dripping all over you.
It's all good.
But yeah, I think I've just been like a bit scared of going fully long, but I just really need to do it.
Does your hair grow quick though?
It does, yeah.
Or would you actually just get extensions and see from that?
I reckon, yeah, maybe first get extensions to see if I actually like it, because I find like the growing process of going long is like the thing that I don't like, and that's why I usually kind of give up partly through. But yeah, I think I just need to go for it.
I know I'm trying to grow mine, but where I've bleached it so many times, it's just the process of growing is so painful.
Yeah,
so
and also like I guess like the unevenness because of bleaching.
Yeah, I've definitely ruined my hair, but we do it for the looks.
Yeah. Do you wear like lace front wigs much? Like, do you?
I mean, I have a few, but I need to invest properly in like some really good ones. But yeah, I have done. I tend not to. I usually just use like any like clip-ins and stuff like that. Yeah. Which definitely again isn't good for the hair, but you know.
I find you can never find like a good lace front wig unless if you spend like a stupid amount.
Yeah.
And it's just like not like it's not sustainable.
Well, the ones I've got obviously are only just for like an event or a look base, so I guess if I wanted to wear it for like a week or two, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to invest in proper ones.
Yeah. Can you tell us any fun projects you've got coming up this year?
I've recently just signed with a new agency for styling and modelling, so I'm hoping more stuff comes through with them in the next couple of weeks. So I need to sit down with them really. So it's always hard to say because everything comes through so last minute. Yeah. And I never have enough time. So I usually play it week by week, to be fair, because you kind of never know. At the moment, the biggest project is Eurovision, and I'm doing a few other little like passion projects on the side, but for now that's kind of it. And then when other stuff comes through, and I've had a couple of modelling pieces come through, and like castings are now starting to come through, so I kind of need to work on that and then see if I can go to Paris. But yeah.
Goodness, right, and now we get some photos.